for the DuPont Cup Series All-Star Race Showdown. Alex Allen on the pole. The order was randomized here. Green flag in the air. Alex Allen leading the showdown. Into turn 1, with Michael Cavanero and Gene Sanford right behind. Top 2 transfer in a random draw will be issued for the third and final All-Star Race spot. Couple different rule changes to this year. First, no eliminations, and second, there will be no bonus points given to the final round. It will just be just a sum of $2 million. However, the first 2 segments will be worth points, but the final segment will not. Alex Allen lead. He led the first lap. Sean Galligan in second. Those are the 2 transfer spots at the moment. 41 lap race. We'll see how this goes down. But this is a very critical race for some drivers. I don't think anything will be last season's All-Star Showdown. We had a 3-way finish for the final 2 spots between Zach Rogers, who won it, Louvier, who transferred in second, and then Sean Perkins, who finished very close to third. But Louvier, he unfortunately still has to race his way into this again. But he did do a good job last year in the car that he drove to get into the All-Star race. Didn't last too long in it. But he's got some time and gonna have to try and go for another transfer. Alex Allen trying to hold the 44. Sean Galligan's got a good car. He's actually pretty fast in the outside lane. But Alex Allen is fighting as hard as he can to prevent the 44 from making the pass. Not surprised there's such battling going on this early in the race. I mean, these 2 are transferred in at the moment. They're in the only 2 transfer spots. And they're racing like they're fighting for one. And here comes Gene Sanford with 25 on the inside. Jacob Anthony gave her a huge shove in the turn. That actually kind of helped. Gene Sanford, one of the part-time cars. Look at Matt Duncan, the 42. Where did he come from? Same for Joshua Michaels out of nowhere. Gene Sanford, she was in the All-Star race a few seasons ago, if I remember correctly. I don't remember how she did. But she's fighting really hard in that 25 car to get herself a spot in the All-Star race. It'll be great to see her back in it again. She's definitely improved, and she is the favorite for the Oval, the part-time Oval Cup, especially with the season closing. She would love to get some 50 points to add to her campaign. Richard Johnson's the biggest mover in the field right now. He started in the bottom 5 of the field, and he's worked his way into the top 5 itself within less than 10 laps. The number 20 car team, they seem to have gotten their stuff together a little bit since the season started. That 20 team's still not very fast. They're one of the worst cars in the field, but he's making do with what he's got, and he is fighting his way forward. As you can see, Alex Allen dropping back very rapidly here as Gene Sanford holds second. Jacob Anthony, wait, that's not Anthony, that's Joshua Michaels with a huge run on the bottom there. Richard Johnson got a huge run. This 20 car is actually pretty good today. Look at him go. That car is unstoppable. If they can hold on, if they can just keep getting this run. Look at this. 3 wide for the final transfer spot. Galligan is still the leader at the moment. 3 wide for the final transfer spot. We're not even halfway through this, and yet this is one of the best races we've seen all year long. It's great to see that all these drivers who haven't performed very well this year are having a fantastic day to show off their capabilities. And Richard Johnson goes into Matthew Fuller in the 97 has worked his way a little bit forward here, trying to get into the top 2 himself. Matthew Fuller has never been in an All-Star race. He would definitely love to get into it for the first time ever. And also I want to mention, all cars have brought a special scheme, but the Showdown cars, they were not allowed to bring those out onto the track just yet. So only 3 cars from the Showdown will be able to showcase their All-Star race schemes, and everybody's got one except for 2, but I won't say who. But this is a good battle for 4th, not like it matters, but pretty good racing so far, been very exciting. Ted Nowakowski, he got into the All-Star race last year. Oh boy, oh man! Oh god, oh that's problematic. 15 car, problem for the 15 car, we are reporting. They've lost the engine. The engine's gone. As I say, Nowakowski got into last year's All-Star race by a random draw. He made it to the final, if I remember correctly, but got involved in that last lap wreck in the 15 car. Has no choice but to park. Chris Olivier was in 10th place at the time, and yeah, that pretty much screwed him. He's all the way in the back. He's a last place car on the lead lap at the moment. Damn shame for Louvier. More bad luck for him. He most likely will not go into the All-Star race. He still has a random draw, but that will not work for Nowakowski. The rule is that you cannot DNF and get the. If you DNF in the showdown, you are disqualified from the random draw. So Nowakowski looks like they're going to have to just take that car home for a bit until next week for the actual Michaels and Galligan fighting for the final transfer spot here. Joshua Michaels, man, he hasn't really had. I don't even think he's ever made to the All-Star race before. I don't think he has, but he's fighting really hard with Sean Galligan at the moment. This would be very big day for him if he can get into this. Sean Galligan, though, he got a horror wreck last week. And look at Charles Jackson all the way down the bottom. Sean Galligan last year, not last week, was in a horror crash in the second segment of last year's All-Star race, looking to redeem himself. But look at the move Charles Jackson made on the bottom here, 3 wide for second place. These guys are playing very rough right now. They know what's at stake here. They know points are on the line. Jackson is still a championship competitor, to be fair. He would need those 100 points he can gain here tonight. And plus, with Hellman's Racing, they don't have much funding this year. And look at Matthew Fuller down there on the bottom here. This race, with less than 10 laps to go, has gone insane. Hellman's Racing needs those $2 million. I tell you what, it'll help a lot with their team engines. They want to get into the championship. But look at this fight for the final transfer spot. We could have a 3-wide finish for second this time around. We got 4 cars having one heck of a battle. Matthew Fuller has pulled away in second place. So far, it looks like it's going to be between him and Richard Johnson for the 2 transfer spots. It's going to be interesting to see who gets the randomizer. It's going to be between these two, I suspect. However, we still got a lap to go or so. They are running down that 97 white flag for Richard Johnson, the number 20 Toyota. Look how far he pulled away. This number 20 car has been incredibly fast tonight. They definitely look to be a threat in the All-Star race tonight. And tell you what, we got a battle for second back there. We'll look at that in a moment. But Richard Johnson, it's not a points-paying win, but it is a win overall for him. He does go into the All-Star race. Richard Johnson makes the All-Star race this year. And Fuller gets the last one, as you can see in the back there. And I don't recall, we're going to be notified of the random draw winner here in just a moment.